So the first question I've got is from Johnny. He's asking what the best time is to take his thyroid medication. So as always, I'm going to take a step back and just go through why you might be on thyroid medication. So he's talking about hypothyroidism, which is a super common condition where your thyroid gland doesn't produce enough of the hormone that regulates metabolic processes in your body. So usually this, when you suffer from hypothyroidism, as I mentioned, it's super common. You may experience symptoms like you're low in energy, some mild depression, weight gain, and intolerance to cold. So these are the main symptoms that you get if you're suffering from hypothyroidism. So the treatment is to take levothyroxine or thyroxine, which then allows your body, which puts back in natural thyroid hormone into your body. So in Australia, you can get two different types of thyroxine and levothyroxine. So one of them is in the form of, you keep it in the fridge, and there's a couple of different brands of that one, and there's a shelf-stable one as well. So I'll run through the particulars with respect to those ones there, Johnny, but let me just go through some general principles on how the best way to take your thyroid medication. So with both of them, you need to take it on an empty stomach. So in pharmacy land, that usually means 30 minutes before food. So taking it on an empty stomach allows the thyroxine to be rapidly and properly absorbed into the body. So what does that mean? It just allows it to get into the bloodstream and starts to get working in the way that it's meant to work. The second tip for taking thyroxine is to take it in the morning, because a lot of people find that when they take the thyroxine at nighttime, because it's involved in certain hormonal processes, which probably too complicated to mention here, it can keep you awake. So you want to make sure that you take it in the morning. You also want to avoid taking your thyroxine tablets with any antacids, iron, or calcium supplementation, because thyroxine has a tendency, and the iron, calcium, and the antacids have a tendency to bind this particular tablet and this particular molecule. So when it binds it, you're getting improper absorption and improper release of the medication into your bloodstream. So you want to avoid that as well. So usually if you're taking any of those supplementation, it's good to take it. You just need to separate it by at least 4 hours to ensure that they're not conflicting together. As I mentioned, there are two different types of thyroxine preparations available on the market today in Australia. And so one of them needs to be kept in the fridge, and these are brands like Oroxin and Neutroxic. So with these particular ones, it may be a little bit annoying, or to keep it in the fridge. It just allows them to be stable. However, you can take out a sheet, and I believe off the top of my head, a sheet contains like a month's worth or 2 weeks worth of tablets. That sheet can leave outside of the fridge for a couple of weeks. So we recommend you keep that in your medicine cupboard away from light. You can hold that out of the fridge for 2 weeks, and we recommend that you keep your box with all the other ones in the fridge up until expiry date. Of course, you don't have the same issue with the levothyroxine, so that's heat stable. You just keep that at room temperature away from light, and you just keep it with all your other meds. So that's, hopefully, Johnny, that answers your question. Comprehensive one, I think. Yeah, cool.